Hey Gemini, welcome, welcome. How you guys doing? It's been a rough week. Just for my leg, for all you guys that are brand new, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. So I came back. I had a knee replacement. It was my first week back last week, but PT this week has they put me through the ringer, and I'm in a lot of pain this week. So bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. I'm an intuitive that does intuitive tarot. I'm an empath as well, so I do a lot of different things. But I also do spiritual coaching, intuitive coaching. I'm also a life balance coach, degree in nutrition and fitness, so that part there too. All the videos that you find on Get Balance 2020 or Divine Warrior Intuitive for spiritual growth or life balance or mind transformation, spiritual transformation, that kind of a thing, is free for you to learn and grow. The Divine has me doing this, and I am his conduit. So hopefully it helps you and grows you to a better person that you want to be for your journey. All right, so let's get started. This is actually for March 29th. This is March 29th through the April 4th. Now, just know that we had a full moon. If you're watching this before the 28th, the full moon is on the 28th. Around 2 p.m. I am going to be doing a live on the full moon on the 28th. I just don't know what time yet. So if you haven't subscribed and you would like to watch that, I do half of it on the astrology kind of a thing to explain what's going on. Then I do a reading on it. So if that's something you want to watch, it will be live on the 28th. I just don't know the time. So you're going to have to subscribe, hit the bell, and that'll notify you when I'm on live. All right. So other than that, let's get going. This is through the 29th through the 4th. Wow, just can't believe we're already in April. I cannot believe it, guys. So for those of you that are brand new, the first card out is going to be the Divines. Divine asked me to share a card. These are energies that he wants you to focus in on. These are energies he's trying to send a message through on. And this is for you guys specifically. All right. And this is something that also coincides, believe it or not, with the planets and the moon and everything. It's amazing. So I do mix the Divine's energies, wisdom, whoever wants to come through from the other side, and also astrology and numerology. So it's important to gather all those energies together, but they're pretty much the same, to believe it or not. It's very amazing how it all works together. It's just very amazing. So let's see what we've got for the energies. Yeah, definitely, right? So we have the first card out is the Divine's card, and it is the Frog. And the Frog is about cleaning house, releasing emotional baggage. This is Divine's card. This is what he is trying to share with you that maybe needs to happen in your life or in somebody that maybe you know, because it may not resonate with you. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate with you, but it may resonate with somebody else. And if it does, even if it's not their sign, maybe you'll want to share it with them so that they can get some information and feedback if they want to get rid of their emotional baggage, because this is something that the Divine is asking us to do, because emotional baggage is in the past. We have to, we don't forget the past, but we don't live there. And that is one of the things that he's actually trying to show us in the reset of the world, is that we are now changing into a new dimension, new era, new way of thinking, and we've got to leave what's been there in the past, because it's not going to work anymore anyway, and we can't change it. We can't change it. So this is something about cleaning house. And this is a good time because now, as far as like the spring equinox, we have gotten our garden ready to plant for our seeds and things like that. We've gotten the soil just right. We've gotten the fence up so the animals don't come in. We've got our bug pesticides, whether they're natural or not, aside so that they don't eat our plants, that kind of a thing. We've gotten everything prepared. And so we have to look at our body in the same way and our mindset in the same way. So now we're moving into spring where we're going to plant these seeds, and we want them to grow, or we wouldn't do all this extra hard work. Same with us. We want ourselves to grow to another level. We don't want to be stuck in the past. And that's what happens with a lot of people. They get stuck in the past when they don't realize that they're stuck, like the elephant in the mud with the other oracles. So something to think about. This is a huge, huge, huge energy. It is also the number 5 in numerology, which is unstable, because to change and get rid of the past is an uncomfortable feeling. It's an unstable feeling. It's like you're losing your footing, you're losing your grounding. However, you're not. You're actually gaining ground, gaining more solid footing, gaining more solid foundation. So take that, that little frog, he's going to jump to wherever is the next place that is stable. He's not going to jump from one place and it's not going to be stable. You want to go to a stable foundation and grounding. Definitely grounding. Got to have some grounding. Energy for the week is the king. Well, I can see this because of the planets and what the full moon is doing. And the king is about man, authority, male sexual energy, things pertaining to law and justice, earth. Okay, so this is more of an earth thing. And it is also the number 3, which is acknowledging that we do live here on earth. We do have to abide by the rules and the laws of the land. However, we have to look at who that authority is that is leading our life. Is it leading our life in human and earth, or is it leading your spiritual? Is your spiritual leading your life? So we have to sort of look at that. So let's pay attention to those 2 energies most for this reading. And then our future energy, I would say weekend energy and forward energy is, again, I don't think this is just a week. I think this is going to be a couple months energy, is that it's the number 2. You're either bringing things together or you're separating them. So the hawk is about messages. It's about omens and messages, things that you're allowing and not allowing into your life. Sometimes we just, it's sort of like if somebody calls you and you don't want to pick up the phone, you don't pick it up the phone, and they call you later again and they call you again. It's like, well, why didn't you pick up the phone? I was calling you. It's like, just because the phone rings doesn't mean that I want to or have to pick it up. So it's sort of like that. These message and omens, just because something comes towards you, it doesn't mean that you have to accept it or not accept it, especially if it's not healthy for you or if it is a something that is going to divide, because it's the number 2. Okay, bear with me. I'm going through a leg cramp. This sucks. This leg replacement sucks. But I'm getting through it. Okay, so it's going to either divide or bring you together. All right. So you got to be mindful in your future, and it's going to be really hard for you to do this, to separate what is good and what's not good if you don't have your emotional baggage cleaned up. Because here's the thing. You won't know what's earthly and what's actually divine for your journey. If you don't understand your emotional baggage and you haven't cleaned your house, how are you going to know what is good for you and what's not good for you? Because for one of you, or maybe many of you, you've been doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's the same pattern of picking the wrong person, male or female, doesn't matter. You're picking the wrong boyfriend, wrong girlfriend over and over and over again because there's something sort of off kilter, grounded. And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying that your choices and your decisions are based on a foundation that is not correct. And so you're believing in something that's not real, rather than more healthy and more forward moving in a healthy manner. So let's see what's going to come up first for you guys. So we're cleaning house. Divine says, clean your house. It's springtime, spring cleaning. I love this little frog's face. It's so cute. It's just so cute. Oh, wow, the Emperor. Same as the Libras. Okay, again, this is going to asking where this wisdom is. Okay, you might have the King and the Emperor, but you got to look at both of them earthly. So, but you also have to look at does the emperor have some old wisdom? Because the emperor has gotten so far up, he has to have some old wisdom there. Now, to be king, it could be all earth. If you look at past history, a lot of them did not believe in any divine or whatever. But when they wanted something and the divine gave it to them, then they believed, kind of a thing. So the emperor, yes, that does take strength. We have the strength card as the second. We have the number 4. Thank you. We have the number 4 is the emperor as well. And that is about stability. Okay. So this is something about growing to stability. Then we have the number 8. And the 8 is about your progress. And then we have number 10. So something is going to need to go bye-bye. Or if you don't pick it, the divine will say, okay, if you don't get rid of it because it's not healthy for you, I'm going to get rid of it for you. It's sort of like the last guy I was visiting, or actually starting to date. I was like, divine, I said, God, I said, I don't know if this guy is the right one that you picked for me, or I don't know if this is really a good thing. We get along really great, but there's just something quite not right. And I sort of knew it ahead of time, but I'm like, can you, if he's not for me, for my future husband, then can you please remove him from the picture? He removed him from the picture. And then my intuition that I didn't question, but I was like, dang it, I was right again, came to path. And it was like, thank you for protecting me. Thank you for protecting me. Because there's something about that person that was had some underlying issues that actually brought to my attention. And it was like, if I would have fell more into that relationship, then it would have caused me more harm than not. So you have to thank the divine when we don't get what we want, or he ends something. Because if you don't end it, he will, especially if it's for your journey and your purpose and your future, or if it's to protect you, then you have to thank him. I mean, I don't tell you what you have to do, but this is what I do, because then I'm rewarded for believing in him, having trust in him, and thanking him. All right. So here we go. So something coming your way is going to end. There's going to be something new, a new seed, a new planting. There again, we are in the spring season. We are cleaning house. Get in your house and clean it. This is not your physical house. This is your mental house. This is growing and getting a foundation. Something is ending and something's coming again. These two, it's coming in the future. This is definitely something coming towards you. So you really got to be mindful and pay attention. All right. Be mindful and pay attention what is coming towards you. However, this king in the middle is very earthly. This is so yeah. And I will say that this is a male, this is a masculine energy. However, this is also the moon, the full moon energy, because it is about relationships, the moon in Libra, the full moon in Libra. It is about relationships, but it's also about balance. Hello, welcome. It is about balance. So with this full moon, there's going to be a struggle between your desire versus your values and your morals. So something's going to look really, really appealing to you, but like this gentleman that I didn't date or chose to stop dating, that actually, there was a desire there, but I knew that my morals and values were in a different place, and I could have went with my desire, but it wouldn't have been a good thing. So your values and your morals and your integrity is something that you're going to be sort of kerfuffling over. And if kerfuffling means just sort of fighting yourself over, because this is a balance struggle with this full moon. Okay. So this, don't be surprised, but you need to focus in on the relationship itself. So pay attention to the red flags, because that's where your future energy is with the omens and the messages. But then you've got this temptation again, there's that strong temptation to maybe lay on your back or whatever, but, be really mindful about that. Just acknowledge, hey, yes, You know, I really like this person. Yes, I want to do this. But the thing is, really pay attention to the red flags, because you will save yourself a lot of energy, a lot of time, and a lot of pain. All right. This new energy that is coming towards you, again, we had one ending. We've got something towards you. But look at this beautiful Nine of Pentacles energy. This Nine of Pentacles, again, this comes with cleaning your house, getting your ducks in a row, if you want to put them that way, because the Nine of Pentacles is all about it's a she in this card, but she's all about the hard work she's done. She's cleaned her house. She has gone and gotten rid of her emotional baggage. She has helped herself financially. She has gotten herself to a level of rewards. She's getting in the fruit now. She's not only getting in the fruit with the pentacles, look at the nature around her and look at her clothes. She has worked really, really hard. So when we work really, really hard, we get down to the nitty gritty and the dirty of the dirty in ourselves, and be honest with ourselves and clean the house and do that work. The rewards is freedom. The rewards is great grounding and foundations. It's now setting ourselves up for success, whatever that success is for you. Success could be family, success could be money, success could be, just travel. It could be whatever your success is for you. It could be a simple life and just being joyful. That's it. I'm just happy at home. I have my garden, I have whatever, and that's success to me. Success to others is volunteering and helping those in need. That's success. Thing is, a lot of people think that success is money, and it's not always success. All right. So you really have to look at what your success is. Clean that house and find out what your success is. Yeah. So it is. It's a time where the moon in reverse is that things are not hidden anymore. Again, clean your house. Make sure that there is nothing hiding in the cracks, nothing nooks and crannies. There's no mold growing in the cracks. Finding out what it is in your mindset that just needs to be tweaked a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Knew you were going to come up. Come on now. So, the energy of the Eight of Swords. I knew something like this would come up or the Five of Cups. Because the Eight of Swords is this sort of victim mentality. I can't do this. I'm too weak. I'm a person who has all these excuses, keeping going over and over and over again. And it's really sad because other people know that you do it. This may be you, or maybe somebody you know. This may resonate with you, or maybe somebody you know that is just like, oh man, I love them, but you know what? It's getting old. Been there, done that. I used to be this person, literally, until I kept hearing, and then people started going away or not, hey, do you want to get together? I'm sort of busy. Oh, hey, you want to get together? No, I'm sort of busy. Because it's sort of, you get tired of hearing this pity party, woe is me, everything's bad, nothing is good, nothing's going to change, yada, 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 yada. So again, that person needs to go to somebody, whether it be counseling, whether it be a coach, whether it be somebody to help them change their mindset, help them focus in on a possible mindset change. And that's why I do all those videos for free, because it's not hard, but you fight yourself to do it, because you get comfortable in the toxic, you get comfortable in the crap, you get comfortable walling around in. If you hear the horn, that's my phone. It's my business phone. I'm starting to get into this medieval stuff. It's sort of fun. My daughter loves medieval stuff. But this is actually a person that literally does need to change their mindset. All right. So this is somebody that used to be me. I used to make excuses. I used to whine. I used to moan. I used to complain. And, it's everybody else's fault. And why is ever the world against me? All that kind of stuff, until I got my ass woke up. All right. Hey, warlord? Let me answer that at the end, all right? I'd be happy to answer that at the end. All right, so let's see where we're going from here. Wow, the time's 5. But something isn't hidden. It is going to be, shown. It is going to be out there in the open. There is a message that is coming in that way, so it's not going to be shy to be. But I think this message, you're going to miss it. Now, for somebody else, this message might be having a relationship coming to you because this is the full moon as well. And the full moon is also about relationships and about how you spend how you do your words. Yeah, this is definitely. Yeah. This is going to be a big message for you. You're going to either grab it, you're going to go for it, which I don't think you're ready for it because of the emotional baggage you're carrying. You're still living in the past. And you're going to miss out on a beautiful opportunity because we've got the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is about a newness, a fresh seed, something new coming your way. But you got to put something to rest. We got death here, and you're being bound to something. We got the devil. Gosh, he's an ugly bugger. And you're being bound to something. So you got to figure out what that is. You might be bound to a whole bunch of things. However, you need to sit down with a piece of paper and pencil. If you were one of my clients for coaching, I would have you sit down with a piece of paper and pencil and find out exactly what emotional baggage you need to release. And I would have you make a list of it. And then I would have you go through it and pick 1, 2, 3, 4, and pick these first 3 and focus in on the number one thing that's most important for you. For example, emotional baggage. I don't trust women. I don't trust men. Okay, that is a huge, huge emotional baggage that you have to go way back to when. It could be all the way to little. Like for me, when I was sexually abused, I had to go all the way back to, as far as I can remember, I was 6. And that began my process of not trusting men or older men than me, put it that way. However, I had to go all the way back there. Some of you may not have to, but this is where you have to go back. And then you gradually grow yourself up and end that process because you got some beautiful stuff coming. You kill it. You go and you put it in the burial. You go to the cemetery, you bury it, and then you put flowers on it and you walk on. Doesn't mean you forget the things and the painful things that happened, but you do acknowledge them because they're the number 3. You acknowledge, where's another number 3? I saw another number 3 somewhere. You acknowledge it, and then you also say, okay, you know what? I've grown up. You don't scare me anymore. You're not going to control me anymore. You're not going to make my decisions for me anymore. You're not going to make my choices for me anymore. And that's what's happening to some of you right now, or one of you at least, because I can feel your energy. And that's what's happening is you're allowing that past tragedy or trauma or PTSD or whatever control your future by your choices, your decisions, and everything. And you subconsciously don't even realize you're doing it. Okay, but this is a time to actually go ahead and bury it, put some flowers on the grave and say, you know what? I'm not allowing you to make choices and decisions anymore. I'm grown up. I'm mature. I know how to do this now. And then you put it to death so that this new rebirth and this new person can rise up. And this is your omen. This is your good omen. This is your good messages for you for your future. All right? Because without doing that, you let the devil bound you to earth. Let the devil bound to you to the old ways of doing things, the old ways of thinking, the old ways from keeping you from your journey and your 100% potential. All right. So let's see what the full moon has to say and the energies of the full moon for this future. Now, remember, the full moon's energies are going to be super strong from, let's see, the full moon's on the 28th, so the 25th through the 4th, about the 4th. So these energies are going to be super strong. And what I mean by that is you're going to sort of have this battle between balance. It's like you just can't seem to get balanced. But the energies are of Libra and also Aries coming in. It's very soft, gentle relationships, being kind and gentle, our words being more kind and gentle, that kind of a thing. So we have to really be mindful of how we're speaking and be careful to hold our tongue, because, oh my gosh, seriously. So I can't make this up, you guys. So the Divine's card's the frog, and the moon's energy is cleaning your house. I can't make this up. Okay. And the cleaning your house is the number 10. It's going to finish something. It is going to make something, open the door for something. I don't know what that is. That's only up to you, because it all depends on your journey, what the door is going to open up to. But if you don't do that, if you don't allow yourself to begin to change your mindset, you're going to be stuck. And that's where the devil wants you. See, this is why I'm saying it's important to do not only intuitive and ask the divine, because the divine is energy. It's important to get the planet's energies as well, because it sort of gives you a more of a clarity of what is going on. And the numerology just sort of solidifies it. So this is about your potential, your ambition. This is about your improvement and balance of yourself this next week, actually for the next 2 months. All right. This is huge. So what is it that you need to end? Okay. What is it in your house that you need to clean? Which, if it's a lot of things, get a piece of paper, write them down, and pick number 1. Then clean that house, and do not go to the next one until that is completely cleaned and healed. That you've buried it, you put the flowers, and you know how you're going to know when you're done with that? That emotion is that when something comes up, say it's an ex-husband that really maybe cheated on you and left or whatever. So how you going to know your house is clean for that topic is that you're going to have somebody talk to you about your ex, and you're not going to have any emotion about it anymore. You're not going to be angry. You're not going to be like, jealous. You're not going to be any of that. You're going to just say, yeah, it is what it is. Then you know that you've began the healing process, or even finished the healing process. But until that happens, if you're getting defensive, if you're getting angry, if your blood pressure is rising, you're not done healing with that process. So that's why I'm saying don't go to the next one until you actually heal from the other one, because you really need to heal one by one, because it's a huge, huge process. So be patient with yourself. And again, it does take strength. It does take time. It does take somebody with wisdom to help you through that. You always can email me. You can always send me messages, but the excuses have to stop. So this is for somebody, I don't know who this is for. And if you are getting into a relationship, be mindful. Don't go into it sexually yet. Please wait. Give it 2-3 months. See if they're still around before you lay on your back. Because the thing is, most of the time they're gone. Especially if you lay on your back too soon. That's all they wanted, and then they take off. Not saying all they're that way, but say quite the majority are men, boys. And there's women out there that do the same thing to men, which is sad. All right. So let me see. Warlord, will I have a good life partner, or am I supposed to be by myself only? Whole life ahead. We're all guaranteed somebody. So you will have someone. However, it depends on you if you pass up that opportunity. So sometimes we're given an opportunity of our lifelong partner that we've always wanted. And then we get that lifelong partner and we pass it up. Been there, done that. And did I get a second opportunity? No. Because if the divine shows you who is good for you, he shows you, this is who I want your partner to be. However, it might not be somebody I want, but somebody I need. And then I find out that person is a really good person, but divine says, well, you said no, or you waited too long, so I gave it to somebody else. So be really, really mindful who's coming into your picture. They might not be the perfect package. However, they might be the perfect package what the divine has set for you. But no. We are all meant to have somebody, and we all will have somebody, but sometimes we miss the boat. All right. Don't miss the boat. All right. All right. So that is your reading, guys. I hope you have a good week. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see the full moon reading. I don't know what time it is going to be at yet. So just hit the bell, and then when I come on, you'll be rewarded. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. You'll be rewarded. I'm like, what? You'll be notified. All right. And then if you would just please like not only mine, but anybody that you come against or come up against that you watch on YouTube, that you enjoy, please like their videos, because that is how YouTube looks at us and gauges whether they want to lift us up to be seen more. So a lot of it has to do with our likes. And of course, subscribes are nice too, but that's where that is. So I hope you enjoyed this. And if it didn't resonate with you and you think it resonated with somebody else, share it. Maybe it will help somebody, or it'll spark something in somebody to grow themselves to a better themselves. All right. And I will talk to you again on the 5th. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.